What's good? Welcome back, and let's talk Anaheim 1. All right, Anaheim 1 just finished up. It is here and now gone, and what a crazy night. So we had Chase Sexton winning the 450s and Joe Shimoda taking the 250s. It was a crazy night. So basically, Deegan got a heat win, and then Bomir got his heat win. Bomir looking pretty good this year too. Joe was a little slower in the, didn't get the best start in the heat, but obviously that did not matter. But main event, it seemed like Ryder D maybe cross jumped Deegan, which put him on the ground. But anyway, even if it was Deegan's fault, just got to get that hole shot, and that ain't gonna happen. But he knows that, and he'll be all good. He was pretty much dang near last, and made it all the way back up to fifth, so that's pretty impressive. And I'm glad to see Joe get the win. I've seen Joe race in person, and I'm a fan of him too. Obviously, I want to see Deegan get the chip. Deegan's kind of why I got into dirt bikes, so rooting for him. But I'm also, I'm a big fan of Joe. 450s, so I'm a Sexton fan, and I'm not like hardcore fans of really anybody. I like to support all the riders, but it was interesting for sure. I don't know what was going on with Jet. Obviously, he got kind of pinched off with Jason Anderson on that start, and then I don't know if like when he got into the tough block, something happened to the bike, or when he went down, something happened to him on the bike. But he just seemed like extremely off, like he did not trust what was going on at all. And because I understand maybe it's hard to pass, but like Tomac went down and he was still making passes, and got up to fifth. So I don't know what, if Jet just wasn't comfortable, didn't want to push it, or if he knew like pushing it was the reason he was gonna fall down again. He was having issues with the bike, but something just seemed off. And then Hunter went down once, and after that Hunter just kind of seemed, staying put and everything. So definitely weird for the Honda team in the 450s tonight. At least they got the dub with Joe. And then Tomac getting out there, I was like, oh shoot. As soon as he gets to the lead, he just eats it. But that shit's gonna happen. So I was excited to see Jorge Prado get, or Prado, however you want to say, get like almost a whole shot basically. And he did really well. I know he had that fall, which kind of put him in the back, but this is just learning for him, and he was riding up there for a while. The whoops is killing him right now, which I get. It's gonna take him some time to learn, but that was killing him speed wise. And I think that maybe he was getting frustrated because he started making other mistakes, or he was just getting tired. Who knows? He did have an injury, so I'm not sure how much he's been on the bike, but I'm rooting for him. I like to see him do well this year. Chase Sexton, one mistake basically through that whole race. He won his heat race, and then he had that issue, stalled the bike, but he didn't let that be his whole motto tonight. After that one mistake, he didn't even lose the lead. He had a big enough lead already, so he kept it, and then he just took off. Checked out basically, trying to put a statement on the year. I hope he continues to ride like that. It will be an interesting year for sure. He's already got a lead on Tomac and Lawrence, and there's other people who are gonna have a shot at this championship. Ken Roxon winning the heat race too, and then getting second. So you got your top two heat racers versus second in the win overall. Then Jason Anderson getting on the box. Good for Kawasaki. I know it's a contract year for him, so he's definitely gonna be here to play. And then I think Cooper Webb was fourth, almost got Jason Anderson, but he held him off. So Cooper Webb coming to play too, and then Tomac in fifth. We're gonna have it's gonna be a chip this year. I'm pretty excited to watch, and I've been waiting so long for, it just feels like eternity for racing to start again. But I'm excited. I think I'm gonna try to make maybe one race this year. I'm not sure which one. I'm looking into my options. I'd like to at least go to one. It's probably gonna be later in the year, either motocross or the playoffs, but I'm pretty pumped. I'm excited for the season, and I hope everybody stays healthy. That's the biggest thing. I just want a full field. And sucks what happened to Kitchen. Hopefully he's all good. I would have liked to see him racing with D and everything. I know there's a lot of shade from some people, but if you're pretty sick, you gotta take care of yourself and do what's best for you and your longevity. So But it's gonna be interesting. I'm ready for San Diego, see if Deegan can rebound, because last year, I mean, it's kind of what happened. Bad first lap crash, and then it just seemed like each race some incidents were like compounding. So I'm hoping like he can just overcome that and not get himself, I mean, he's not in a deficit now. He's like 8 points back, not in a deficit at all. I mean, he can go out there and start chipping away and get the red plate pretty soon. So hopefully he just doesn't get himself in the hole like it was last year, and I think he'll be all right. But it is going to be interesting. We'll see, you know, can Joe stay consistent this year? I know he's had some struggles with that, and he's usually pretty slow to start the year, so that's a change. And you know, I did hear like they were saying like last year's first year with Honda, like Honda was just like making him ride setups from the Lawrence brothers, which is just kind of odd to me. Like, why not just let him do his own thing? And they did that this year, and you know, look at the results. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments about Anaheim 1, and if you think the race lived up to the hype, because I think it did. Very entertaining. But thank you guys again. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.